subjects. Friends, I would like to share only one or two points on this occasion. My observation is that we are in India, we are all, no doubt we are Indians, but what I find is everything is there in our education. Everything. In modern education, we have everything. Noted IITians, NITians are spreading all over the world. But what I find is, in India, there is no India in our education. Good education is there, but what I feel missing is భారతీయుల్లో భారతీయ విద్యలో భారత్ లేదు అని అనిపిస్తుంది ఒక్కోసారి. This is how present day highly educated student feels like. ఉదారవాదము is our character. Plenty of such things. అతిథి సత్కారము is our character. అతిథి దేవో భవ, we call it. శరణం ఇచ్చే కల్చర్ ఇది. ఎవరు వచ్చినా సరే శరణు చూస్తే ఎనిమికి కూడా శరణు ఇస్తాం. ఇన్ రీసెంట్ టైం Bangladesh Prime Minister, we don't mind future politics, we don't think about it, consequences. The great writer called who is that, Laja writer, simply she came to India when there was a threat to her life, and the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, directly she comes without thinking anything. They come to India because this is secured place. So this is our character. This is Indian character, not the character of present government. Please understand. Dalai Lama, Nehru period, he came here and he got shelter. This is Indian character. But these things are not, nowhere they are taught to the present day student. Please let us think about all these things. Let us come out with wonderful papers. Shiksha is educational heritage. What I find is, never it was what do you say, nishulka shiksha. No fee is to be paid. విద్య అంటేనే ఉచితం. విద్యకు ఫీజు ఉండేది కాదు, అది మన కల్చర్ కాదు. ఇప్పుడు ఏమో దోపిడీ. శిక్ష అంటే దోపిడీ. బాగా సంపాదించాలంటే స్కూల్ పెట్టాలి. శిక్ష ఆల్వేస్ రిమైన్డ్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ది స్టేట్. స్టేట్ కంట్రోల్డ్ శిక్ష కాదు మనది ఎప్పుడు కూడా. రాజ్యసే విముక్తి అంటాం, ఎప్పుడు ప్రభుత్వం చేతిలో లేదు. అట్లాగే శిక్ష ఎప్పుడు సమాజమే ఉద్ధరించింది. ఇలాంటి కొన్ని వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి మన ఇండియన్ హెరిటేజ్, ఎడ్యుకేషన్ హెరిటేజ్ గురించి ఆలోచించినప్పుడు. అందుకని ఫ్రెండ్స్, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ గివింగ్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. 3 days డిస్కషన్స్లో కొద్దిగా రూట్స్లోకి వెళ్దాం. కొన్ని విషయాలను మనం పరిశోధించి చూసే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. ప్రజెంట్ జనరేషన్, ఒక డిఫరెంట్ జనరేషన్ను మనం మన కాళ్ళపైన మనం నిలబడదాం నిర్భయంగా. అలాంటి ఒక న్యూ జనరేషన్ను తయారు చేద్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you so much, sir, for reminding us of Indianness and the education heritage of India. It's time for us to listen to Professor Kanta Ramesh, former member NCTE, SRC, Honorary Professor Manu, Hyderabad.
Good morning. The president of this morning inaugural function, Professor Kumar Garu, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Osmania University. If I recollect, when Ravinder took the charge of Vice Chancellor, Morunalini conducted similar academic program in the School of Education. Sir, I am the first student to obtain PhD from Osmania School of Education as a direct student. When we were pursuing our master's program, J.P. Nayak happens to be the Secretary General of Education Commission, visited and delivered a lecture still I remember one thing out of his lecture. Anyone like to evaluate the health of an institution of higher learning, there is no need to go around all the departments. If they visit the Department of Education, that will enable us to gauge the status of an institution. So, with this underlying statement of great educationist of this country, Professor Kumar will throw some light on the School of Education, and more particularly even NEP 2020 emphasized the importance and the role that it is expected to play in a university system. That is how the education department require your special attention, sir. As a person who served in this system of higher education close to 4 decades, I respectfully request the present chairperson of State Council, who has taken over the coveted position very recently, particularly when the system of higher education is at crossroads. I am associated again with the State Council from its inception in different capacities. But sir, since last 1 decade, the very objective of establishment of the State Council is to be a liaison between the government and the universities. But it is now confined only to the conduct of entrance examinations and making admissions. That any clerk in the university can do it with the guidance if we can extend from the State Council, because higher education is in crossroads, require all your guidance and attention, so that again it will be brought back to the right side. And my distinguished guest, Lakshmanji, I know him for the last 2-3 decades, and Murli Mohan also. They are the people, maybe few more are also there. They are the people in the recent years who locked the epistemological postulates from the closed doors of the philosophy departments to the other departments of higher education system. Because all these years, when we talk of epistemology, which is a alien word to many of the intellectuals working in other departments. And here I remember the Prime Minister's observation that Acche Siksha, Acha Siksha, Acche Sikshak. So, though it is a very simple statement, but the underlying philosophy is so wide. Unless we focus in preparing quality teachers with knowledge base, with required commitment, I don't think anything that we do, either in the school education or in the higher education, whatever we expect, though we may write in our documents, may not be possible as learning outcomes are realizing the desirable objectives. So therefore, this topic, which and my colleagues, particularly Murunalini, who is superannuating after serving the cause of teacher education for 30 years, and I wish her all the best with good health, and I wish that she will continue.
That explained after this thing. But today, 21st century education is going to be a different, and this is going to be a challenge for all of us. What I call is, of course, the education system, like we had to really Indian knowledge education system in the past, it's rich cultural heritage and all those, whether it's Vedas, Puranas, all, but it is a time for us to now look into the future, taking clues from, taking knowledge from the earlier knowledge system. So 21st century education, if I had to look at a lot of challenges, particularly earlier speakers mentioned about that, but now I am going to say about the taking NEP. Why NEP 2020. What was the background of NEP 2020? Because of globalization. So according to me, actually, so there are 5 important factors which are responsible for the higher education system in general in India, influenced by these 5 important factors. One is the globalization, liberalization, privatization, digitization, and covidization. It is a new term, covidization, which I coined, friends, actually. So each one, if you look at globalization, global connect, global problems, education is no exception to this globalization process, of course.
So the open, many open platform totally, and because of this globalization, global competition, it's a really challenging and competing days. Therefore, intellectual curiosity should be there. Otherwise, we will be no more education system. These are all the upcoming challenges, and once getting job means we cannot sleep just like that. And till today, I work on internet at least 2 hours per day. Every teacher should update their knowledge level. What is required and what is the future, we should be able to predict, and those topics should be given as a research, right? And we have to contribute. See, the routine teaching is a common platform for any teacher. So that for that definitely I appreciate. But secondly, the research contribution, research is something new in an innovative manner. This is very, very need of the hour. We are just taking little light research aspect, and some kind of innovation is very, very important. And we have to project ourselves. BED, School of Education, is specialized in this aspect. Some special recognition should be there. Discuss, and I will also participate in the brainstorming. And today education system is the outcome based education system, and without outcome it is very, very difficult. We have to review our education system, right? Especially framing the syllabus and the curriculum, and even in the era of 21st century, right? We have to review the syllabus process, and we have to give the best of the best future generations. And already we have sufficient online modes like Swayam and all other courses already Government of India started. We have to make use of this technology, and many, the official websites also there for this online. Only thing is the validation, data validation resource, whether it is correct or not. And every teacher must know about the COPO mapping, Bloom's taxonomy, outcome based education. For every workshop and every conference, for every seminar, some kind of outcome should be there. Without outcome, conducting something just like that and 3 days and taking proper food and all get together, no use in my view. So any workshop and any conference, it should go with some kind of clear-cut objectives and clear-cut outcomes. I hope some kind of report should be prepared after completion of what is the roadmap of the education for next 10 years. I appreciate the Department of Education if you do like this, right? Of course, the other speakers, the keynote speakers, they are waiting. Next session will come already delayed, and I have another meetings also. But I really overwhelmed with the speech of all the eminent personalities who sat here, of course, who sat there, and definitely this 2-3 days conference is going to be a great success, and I hope fruitful discussions will be there, and some kind of outcomes should also I expect, right? So in this context, I appreciate once again the Department of Education, and of course all the psychology. Somebody telling that the psychology and education should go the hand in hand. This culture also try to incorporate in the next coming programs and education, etc. With this, I really appreciate and thank each and everyone. Namaskar to all. I request Chairman sir kindly thank you for coming over here first meeting, and we'll definitely focus on roadmap of the Telangana education system, and we are all eagerly waiting for this particular aspect, sir. We'll definitely work with you, sir. We'll work together for the betterment of this Telangana state education, very specific in general for in the Indian context, sir. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. We only pray that the university goes to greater heights under your leadership. Now I request Dr. Sanjeev Panchal, Assistant Director, Ministry of Culture, to come over to share a word or two. very crisp, a minute, not more, sir.
सभी को प्रणाम। समय का ध्यान रखते हुए अधिक विस्तार न करते हुए मंच पर आसीन सभी गणमान्य विद्वानों का और इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी विद्वान एवं विद्यार्थीगण सभी का मैं नमन करते हुए भारत विद्या परियोजना विभाग इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय कला केंद्र संस्कृति मंत्रालय के अंदर में काम करता हूँ। तो इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय कला केंद्र का मुख्य जो प्रयोजन में आता है कला और संस्कृति को विभिन्न आयामों में उनका प्रमोशन करने का विकसित से काम करता है। उसी कार्यक्रम के अंतर्गत हम इस राष्ट्रीय स्तर का सम्मेलन का आयोजन करने का काम उस्मानिया विश्वविद्यालय के कोलैबोरेटिव कर रहे हैं और बहुत सारे विषय हैं, परंतु समय सीमा ऐसी है कि अभी काफी हम आगे चल रहे हैं, इसलिए हम अधिक विस्तार से नहीं करेंगे। भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा में ज्ञान की जो बातें कही हैं बहुत ही सविस्तार कही गई है। तो अब मुख्य रूप से अगर मैं एक बिंदु में बताऊं तो ज्ञान का स्वरूप क्या होता है और उसका किस लेवल तक हम जा सकते हैं, ये विषय हमारी जो दर्शन शास्त्र में जितना चर्चा की गई है उतना विश्व के अन्य किसी साहित्य में शायद ही किया हो। हम गीता में भी सुनते हैं नहीं ज्ञानेन दर्शन पवित्र में विद्यते इत्यादि वाक्य बहुत सारे हैं और उस ज्ञान मीमांसा को हम अलग अलग सेक्शन में कई बार हम करने वाले हैं। तो आगे आने वाले सत्रों में पेपर प्रेजेंटेशन के थ्रू से इस विषय को हम सविस्तार से समझेंगे और समय की ध्यान रखते हुए मैं थोड़ी क्षणों में मेरा बात को विराम देता हूं और इस कार्यक्रम में आए हुए सभी का धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करता हूं।
धन्यवाद संजीव पंचल जी, हमें खेद है कि हम आपको बुला नहीं सके। Now we have the release of a few books that is to be done on this occasion then. May I request the dignitaries to first release the compendiums which are being prepared by the Department of Education to be released first. There are 3 volumes of it. That's what Mrinali ma'am told me a while ago. 2 volumes. Okay, 2 volumes and 1 compendium of all the abstracts. May I request the dignitaries to do the honors. Again, there are 2 volumes and 1 compendium of abstracts as well. Also, there is another book by G. Srinivasu, MSc B.Ed Science teacher, who has completed the NCRT program in teaching science and from Haryana. He attended many seminars conducted by SCRT, Telangana, CCMB, NIN and ESC. The name of the book is Satya Vikshana. It's a concept of philosophy of science, useful for all the science teachers and science lovers. So that book also will be released on this occasion. Welcome you, G. Srinivasu. Thank you. We have a short felicitation program. First, we invite the girl who had made us engrossed in the invocation dance. I request the dignitaries to do the honors to Krishna Maitri, who is from the Abhinetri Arts Academy. Our guru is Anuradha Vishal. Ma'am, come over please. I know you're there tight in the attire, but if you can come over here, I request the chief guest, the president and others to please do the honors to Krishna Maitri. Felicitation. Please, sir. Come. Might just turn yourself. Yeah. Just facing the camera. Thank you. May I request the organizers to get ready with the felicitations for our chief guest, Professor Balkrishna Reddy sir. May I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor and other members to do honors to Professor Balkrishna Reddy sir. Sir. May I request the Chief Guest sir to do the honors to our Vice Chancellor. My fellow state here. I request the organizing team to my request Balkrishna Reddy sir to continue doing the felicitations. First to Sri G. Lakshman Ji, General Secretary of ABRSL. My request for another guest of honor, that is Murli Manohar Ji, the Vice President of EBUSS. I request the Vice Chancellor sir to do the honors. I request Balkrishna Reddy sir to do the honors to Professor Ganta Ramesh sir. We also request the ma'am who had helped us out with the yagna at the Pratibha ma'am, if you can come over here to the dais. Pratibha ma'am, if you're there. May I request Mrunali ma'am to do the honors to Pratibha ma'am. Please come over.
सामने की तरफ आइए। मैडम कैमरा
Thank you once again to all the dignitaries that are there. And to give us the formal vote of thanks, now I invite Dr. D. Sunita, Board of Studies, Chairperson, Department of Education, OU.
Thank you, sir. I don't want to take much time. I take this privilege and honor to thank all the dignitaries on the dais, and as well as I thank all the dignitaries of the dais. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Balkrishna Reddy Garu, Chairman, Telangana State Higher Education, Hyderabad, Telangana State, President, Professor K. Kumar Sir, Vice Chancellor, Usmania University. I thank Sri Lakshman Ji, General Secretary, ABRSL. I thank Murli Manohar Ji, Vice President, BBUSS. I thank Professor Ganta Ramesh Sir, former member NCTE, SRC, Honorary Professor, Manu, Hyderabad. And I would like to thank the keynote speaker who is going to come online, that is Professor Rani Sadasivamurthy, Vice Chancellor, Sri Venkateshwara University. I would like to thank finally our directors, both directors from Department of Education, Professor T. Brunali Madam, Head Department of Education. I would like to thank Professor Ravindra K. Murthy Sir, Principal, College of Education. And I would like to thank all the dignitaries who have come from all over India to give their keynote address and then as resource persons. And I would like to thank all the people who have come all over India with their in various levels to present their papers, and all the professors, associate professors, assistant professors from all teacher education institutions. I thank all the research scholars, students, technical assistants from EMRC, and all the people who have helped us in organizing this inaugural function and for 3 days also. And I would like to thank all the eminent people who are sitting on the dais. We will definitely, from the Department of Education, we are integrating and we'll try to integrate IKS with the Indian education system with Jeevan Drushti and making India as Vishwa Guru, which is the goal of our government of India and the great Prime Minister Modi ji. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all. If I missed anybody, I thank all of them who have made this program inaugural session successful and who is going to cooperate with us with these 3 days of conference. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all, and namaskar. And I request all the dignitaries to have some small high tea which is organized in the conference hall.
We'll take a short break and come back for the keynote address. So a break of 10 minutes and we resume again with the sessions. We have the keynote address which will be delivered online by Professor Rani Sadasiva Murthy, Vice Chancellor Sri Venkateshwara Vedic University, Tirupati. Kindly come back to the hall within 10 minutes. Thank you one and all.
మేడం ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంతా ఉంటారు కదా స్వామి
బుక్స్ ఎలా ఇస్తారు కనుక ఏమై డోంట్ మైండ్ పేయింగ్ అండ్ బయింగ్ ఆల్సో